In this brilliant paper, the researchers discuss the importance of a diverse, resilient microbiome. They introduce three key terms: stability, resilience, and resistance. Stability is really referring to dynamic equilibrium, the concept that our microbiome is fluctuating to a degree based on what we're eating and what we're doing, what we're thinking, how we're feeling, and all the different inputs into our experience ultimately. But that stability is really important for long-term health. Resilience is really referring to the ability of the microbiome to bounce back after a perturbation. How fast and to what extent it can recover after something like a course of antibiotics or a period of poor nutrition. We then have resistance, which is really a first layer to microbiome resilience. It describes how easily a system can shift away from its stable state. Now, there's also a dark side to resiliency. We can develop a dysbiotic resilient microbiome, and this is going to lead to chronic human microbiota associated diseases, inflammatory bowel disease, irritable bowel syndrome, obesity, metabolic syndrome, and potentially many others. And I theorize that this may be true for individuals who start a new lifestyle program, experience improvement in their gut symptoms, maybe in the first few days to the 1 or 2 weeks, but always find that they just end up back in square one, whereby all of their symptoms have returned. Maybe these individuals have a resilient dysbiotic microbiome, and the interventions that they are trying just aren't potent enough to shift that microbiome back into a healthy, stable microbiome state. Now, bear in mind that there is a strong relationship between species diversity and ecosystem stability. The more diversity we have to the bugs that live within our intestine, the more stable that ecosystem is, and therefore the more resilient and more resistant that microbiome is. We can achieve that by living as healthy a lifestyle as possible, spending as much time outside as we can in natural sunlight, eating a diverse in-season local diet, considering fermented produce, being physically active, maintaining good circadian rhythm through appropriate amounts of sleep and limiting our exposure to blue light at night. All of these things are going to be very much helping us build and cultivate or maintain a healthy microbiome, meaning that it is stable, it has a good degree of resistance, and it is resilient.